What's going on, narc survivors, my brothers, my sisters? Man, it's good to be alive, isn't it? It's good to be narc free, isn't it? And if you're not narc free, I would encourage you to start making that transition out of that place that you're in. If you haven't heard yet, it's a dead end road. It's not going to succeed. Uh, don't lie to yourself. Uh, leave, leave with. If you only got one arm left, leave with that one arm. Uh, if your bank account, if they stole all your money out your bank account, okay, leave out there. The money's gonna come. Life tends to take away and life tends to give. It's a part of the process. But where you're at is in a very dangerous place, and this is no joke. This is for real. A lot of us didn't know how serious this thing can be. There's a lot of people here that are not here on earth right now because of a narcissist, and that's the God honest truth. There's a lot of men and women sitting in prison behind narcissists, and that's the God honest truth. You understand? There's a lot of children without their parent, without the other parent in the home because of a narcissist. The end result is always going to be death. So I pray that you take this encouragement, this advice, these videos that you're seeing. People are not doing this because it's fun to do. I mean, it has its enjoyments, but we're not narcissists. We don't get a kick off of just seeing ourselves. This is a warning. Flee the coming destruction that is before you, because the narcissist is here to destroy you. Now, with all that being said, what I want to speak on factually is the issue of why the narcissist is jealous of your family. First of all, understand this. Like I kind of came with this strong warning because the reality is you are in the war right now. You don't realize it. You thought you were in a relationship. You thought that you were committing to something long term. You're thinking that you are in a regular society right now, and you're not. You are in the lowest part of a physical hell. Okay? You are in World War III right now, and you need to pick your weapons wisely, because this is not a normal battle. You're not fighting against a normal enemy. I've been seeing stuff about how the new wars that's going to go on this planet that we live on right now is going to be a cyber war. Well, you need to upgrade yourself right now and understand what you're dealing with. These people are against everything that's a part of you. They can't help it. Your family is an extension of you. Your family is what brings you happiness. They don't want to see you happy. Now, I know not everybody comes out of a good family background, but if you have children of your own, the narcissist hates your children. If that's the family that God has blessed you with, you've been blessed with this family. God has given you a family. You might have had a trash family, a family that was narcissistic and mistreated you. But God has blessed you with this family. You have these beautiful kids. And a narcissist, it may be the kid's dad or the kid's mother. Huh? It may be someone that's not the kid's biological parent. They hate your success. Therefore, they hate your kids. If they're not your kids, they will try to kill your kids. They will try to get your kids removed through CPS. Or they will try to get you removed far away from your kids. Either through prison, through the hospitals. If you have kids with a narcissist, they will try to, they will lie to these kids. They will triangularize with these kids, create triangulation. They will smear you with these kids. They will poison these kids against you. When in fact, you are the one that's going to college and trying to get a trade. Or in fact, you're the one that gets up 3 a.m. to go to work. You're the one that's preparing the meals. But they will use your downfalls to say that you're not a good parent. The other aspect of it is if you actually have a good family, you have a family structure out there. You know, you got kinfolk and all of y'all come together when y'all have family events. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's laughing. You go take your narc there to meet your family. Boy, these are some rotten people. You take your narc to go meet your family. And they want to go. Here's the thing. They have to go. They have to see why are you rooted and grounded the way you are. Because that's a part of the operation. Again, you are at war. So they go along with you. They put their best, they're dressed to impress. They go there with full intentions of intelligence to understand who and what you are. And you are there believing that they care. You meet their family on the flip side, and you doing the exact same thing. See, it's all so similar. This is how we get confused, because you're supporting the narc and you're doing these things. You're meeting their family, and you're bringing a pound cake, and you're bringing the drinks, the 2 liters, and all of these things. You're being supportive, but then you start noticing something a little bit more sinister going on. You start noticing the darkness behind the motivation. What you start seeing, what's the motivation? The narc meets your family, and it appears that you all had a good time. And as time progresses with the narc, they start devaluing. They start slandering your family members. They start they find a weakness. They start talking bad about your mother. They start talking bad about your grandmother, your grandfather. They talk bad about your dad. They don't have any kind of moral aptitude to say they don't know how to be they don't know how to rejoice with you and your family. They'll find something like they'll say something sly like, you know, your auntie, your auntie, why she act like that? Why, you know, don't let you talk about one of your family members in a caring way. You might be being critical about something you saw, and you're trying to include the narc into your family because you really care about this person. You believe that this person might be the one, and what the narc is doing is they're going to take that negativity that they saw, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to their other camp, which is their family. I'm about to show you something. They're going to go to their family, and they're going to tell their family about your family. Now, here's what the narc never wanted you to understand about their family. You see, the narc, this is hilarious because I've seen it. And I've seen it with other people. The narc is going to promote their family. It's higher. They're going to say that their family is better than your family. And you're gonna see it at first. It's not gonna verbally come out of their mouth like that. They're gonna show you that. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna go to more of their family events than your own. You see, they're gonna get you adopted into their family. You're gonna be seeing less of your mother, your father. You're gonna be seeing less of your children. And if you decide to bring along your children into the household, say if you're in a blended family, the narc is going to abuse your children. I'm not saying physical. It don't go right. It doesn't become physical right away. Of course not. It's all love bombing. But what they're going to do is they're going to ostracize your children. They're going to separate their kids from your kids, and they're going to slight children. Yes, and you're going to start seeing this, and you're not going to be believing this. You're not going to understand it, especially if the narc is a covert. They're going to be poisoning their kids against your kids, right? And then let's go on and say with their family members. Now you got a smear campaign going on, and they're telling their family members, sad. They're telling their family members how your family members are so dysfunctional, right? Let's say you believe in a man leaving his mother, or a woman leaving her mother to be with their spouse. You believe in that scripture. That's your, in order for your marriage to work, you believe that you need to be pulled from underneath your mother's apron. You need to be pulled away from your dad. You can't do that because you in a committed relationship. You can't have your cake and eat it. Well, the narcissist is going to use that against you to isolate you from their family, from your family. I'm sorry. But all along, right? They're going to their family to be validated. All along, right? They're spending plenty of time with their family. And they'll tell you some convincing things, right? Because you already confided in the narc about your family, about the downfalls. You done told some secrets that you should have kept to yourself, but you thought this person could be trusted because you didn't marry them, you had kids with them. But all they're doing is devaluating you, devaluing your family. They start arguments with your family. All these things. Now, here's the part. Here's the point. This is why they do this. See, this is what you don't see until later. This is the point. See, what the reality is, what the narc doesn't want you to know, and you know it now, but you didn't know it then, is that their family, right? Their family is actually a circus. That's right. The narcissist family is really a bunch of narcissists and flying monkeys. That's all they are. You got to understand this. The narc's family has brought this narc person into the world. This is how the narc is here. This mother or this dad created this person. They're not born this way. They didn't just come out just straight up. Everybody, if you believe in the Bible and what most religions say, everybody comes out not perfect. Everyone comes out sinning. You see, but the narc doesn't tell you about all the abuse. Some do, if you listen closely. But you didn't put two and two. It's hard to put two and two together in the real time when you're going through these things, unless you got a degree in psychology or something like that. But the narc doesn't tell you that their mother didn't show them enough love. that they were being abused, that they were being sexually abused, that they were being manipulated constantly as a kid, that they were having to live in the house by themselves because both parents were gone all the time. They don't tell you these things. They don't tell you that their cousins, they were having sex with their cousins. They don't tell you these things. And it damaged them. It bruised them. So these same people, they constantly congregate with each other. This family of nutcakes, this community of people constantly come together and pretend that they have a great family structure. And they sell you that. You go to the events, everybody is all hokey dokey, like a regular family. And you know, man, normal people, we expect problems. Normal people, right? We expect for there to be some sort of imperfection, right? Like if you meet me, I don't expect you to be a perfect person. I will forgive you for some of the most basic things, and even some things that you may have purposely done. If you come and ask for forgiveness, I'll forgive you. Excuse me. But the narc's family, right? These people are extremely unpredictable, extremely flawed. They are narcissistic themselves. I mean, I was with a narc, and her mom was with was married to this guy, and she had this other guy come over, and the dad, she was married to her dad, and her dad shot the guy in the head. And this guy here, this is not funny, but this is what's going on. This guy who he shot in the head, her dad did prison behind this guy. Did prison time. This guy remained in the family until he never left. Even though the narc's mother and this guy who was shot in the head didn't stay together, this guy remained the narc's mother's main supply or lifetime supply. Do you understand what I'm saying? These behaviors are learned behaviors. He remained the supply throughout the years. Matter of fact, she was managing his Social Security money. The checks were being sent to his house, and this man had a business. God bless her soul. She just passed. But this is what's going on. This is the narcissistic world. Something like that is embarrassing. The dad still coming to the house all these years later, being romantically involved with her. They're trying to keep it secret. She's in the church. She's a person of influence in the church. Chaotic. A circus. The narc, however, is going to glorify all of this stuff. And it's going to seem normal. Listen, man, when you're with a family that has integrity issues like that, and everybody's looking over it like it's normal, everybody's sleeping around and cheating going on and all these disasters going on, and it just acting like it's nothing, get out. That's what's coming your direction. This is why the narcissist hates on your family, because your family isn't doing those things. Your children they have their dad around or their mom around. You understand what's going on? I'm trying to say here. The narcissist hates all of that, and they don't want you to know that. But they will try to destroy all of that in your life. Leave. They're no good. The family, dump them all. Discard them all, because they're going to discard you. All right? God bless you. Peace, love.